So an obvious example of what technicity would be is like the idea of getting a degree making you someone that's competent in a field, you know, because it's true, and that is a valid way of structuring society. But once the technique is understood, that it's like, right, you go to school, you get this degree, and then you're able to get a job. The technicity aspect of it is like just facilitating you getting a job without actually allowing you to do what you want to do. You know what I mean? So it's like seeing university as just like a machine that you go through to just get a job. And you're not like, okay, what do I want to do, at school? Or like, what job would I be willing to do, outside of the fact that like you have to do something, how can I empower myself to, do what I have to do, but in a way where I'm not completely suppressing myself, and the technicity is like, oh, I'm the degreed person, so I'm right, because that's what it means, because everybody's playing that same game. And it's like, well, that doesn't actually mean anything. It's like a weatherman, or like Billy Mays on the TV, or you can get pretty critical about it, but like, they're just people whose jobs it is to sell you things, right? So if you buy what they're selling you, they did their job, and you might get upset that there was misrepresentation or lying that took place, but that's what their job is, and they did their job, right? So as long as it's like, well, but that's what the job is, as long as there's a sort of rationale of like, if it's my job, then it's justified, that's literal, like, in 1930s Germany kind of thought, like, oh, well, this is my job though, so it's like, yeah, and it's not to make that comparison lightly, it's just that it's like, right, but that is the comparison, just being a conformist and just doing your job, that's the whole problem, like that's what perpetuates the negative aspects of what we experience. So like technicity is really visible to an individual when they, those kind of barriers where it's like, yeah, but I know what I'm talking about without the degree. It's like, right, but you have to appeal to the eye,